So this is easily one of the silliest response videos I've ever seen in my life.
Alright, what is up guys? You already know the drill. So this is actually going to be the last time that I'm responding to any of these videos. Like, trust me guys, I really don't want to respond to these. Like, I'm just as annoyed as you guys are with all of this. Like, all of this drama's getting us nowhere, but you guys have to understand that when I'm being attacked by 4 different YouTubers, I can't stay silent. Because if I were to stay silent, like, people will believe what they're saying, and they're just going to keep accusating me. And I know this won't stop, so this is the last time I'm making any response videos. Pretty much, I'm going to be responding to Tenebrous' second part of his exposed video, which, in my opinion, was just a terrible video, but, I mean, we'll talk about it, we'll go through it, and, yeah.
He spends the first 5 minutes of this video, like, pretty much precisely 5 minutes,
Which makes sense, honestly, because
talking about how I'm hacking, something that I did 3 years ago, with no evidence whatsoever to back this up.
Alright, so we're like 20 seconds into his response video, and he already says something that's completely idiotic and just something that makes no sense whatsoever. So essentially what he's saying is that I spend the first 5 minutes of my video accusating him for hacking 3 years ago, when that clearly isn't the case at all, actually. I don't know if you read the transitions like 20 seconds before that clip, but that clip was meant to show that you're still the same manipulative, lying hypocrite that you were in like the past. So funny is that by him saying that in his response video, that's just another attempt of manipulating the situation once again, because everyone who watched that video was well aware that I wasn't accusating you for what you did 3 years ago. Like, I couldn't care less what you did 3 years ago, dude. The point I'm trying to make is that you called me a liar when you tried lying to getting out of a situation when I threatened to expose you. Like, that has nothing to do with you hacking 3 years ago.
Other than a Twitter video that I made to troll him,
What I find hilarious is that after I just expose him for blatantly lying to his fans, he continues to do it and actually does it in his response video too. So I'll put up the video of him admitting to cheating on alts again, and you guys can decide whether or not this is a troll.
Alright guys, so because Childish thinks he has some type of leverage on me or something, of me like admitting to cheating on alternative accounts, I'm just gonna say it right now, yeah, I cheated on alternative accounts. Boom. What you're gonna do now, okay? So, there you go.
Keep in mind that he is liking tweets that are supporting him for admitting, and quote-unquote says, I wasn't going to get the YouTuber rank anyways. This is clearly not a troll, but instead him seeking for damage control because he doesn't want to get hate.
You can see that before he even uploaded his video, I made a tweet called Common Tactics When You're Losing the Argument. And right here, attempt to change the subject is exactly what he's doing.
Like I said, I wasn't attempting to change the subject. I was simply talking about how you're still the same liar and hypocrite that you were a couple years ago. That's not changing the subject at all, actually. Not to mention, a couple minutes later, I do talk about your video, so I don't understand how that's changing the subject when I still talk about your entire video and completely prove you wrong.
10 minutes into the video, he tries to like expose Cerny for cheating. Cerny's like completely irrelevant to the situation. Like he has nothing to do with the situation. Like, this is precisely idiotic of him to even bring up Cerny.
Cerny is actually a huge part of this because he mentions me quite often in his live streams and he tweeted about me. So he's pretty much spreading all of this false information and was in a call with you at the time. You were the one who brought him up. I wouldn't have mentioned him if you didn't get into a call with him and ask him if I cheated.
Okay, so he says that he replicated it exactly, but if you watch the video, you can tell that it's nowhere near the original position that he was in. So
in this clip, he pretty much claims that my video is inaccurate because I still could have been hit through the corner of the block and I wasn't standing in the same position. So I decided to actually test this again, and here are the results, guys. As you guys can see from that video, it really didn't matter where I was standing, so the argument that Tenebrous made in his second response video was completely invalid and made no sense at all. And you guys should probably notice in the video, you see his perspective too, just to show that he's not actually using misplace. But in the video, he hit me before I placed a block. But from my point of view, I placed a block, then he hit me. That's exactly how I saw it in Dealey's video, which just proves that misplaced isn't the only explanation. So Tenebrous is clearly wrong in this, and I don't think he's ever going to own up to being wrong, because that's just how he is.
You know, I think the fact that he's trying to explain this hit is pretty spectacular in my opinion. I don't think that there is a proper explanation for the hit other than you're using misplaced. Anyway, they seem to resort to ad hominem attacks, like attacking my Lisp, which I don't think even exists anymore.
This is probably one of the only fair points he actually has in this video. I'll admit, I guess it was pretty childish of me to put a sprinkler over your voice talking, but the thing is, you can't really blame me for doing that, dude. Like, over Twitter, you were constantly bashing me. In your YouTube video, you constantly bashed me. You called me a cunt. You called me a ton of words, actually. So I think I had a little room to throw in one insult at you, dude. But I mean, I guess I'm sorry. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
And he basically says, at one point, he says that he just because he can't explain a hit doesn't mean that he is hacking, which doesn't that makes absolutely no sense.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. There's a difference between you and I. I don't really know much about any of this stuff. Like, you're clearly more intelligent than me when it comes to Minecraft and like the mechanics of the game. Dude, I just PvP. I just play the game. Like, I don't just think to myself, oh, like this hit was sketchy. Like, I don't care about that stuff, dude. I just record and upload. Like, that's all I do. I don't know any of this stuff. So for me, like, me not being able to explain that hit is actually perfectly valid.
And he's trying to counter my point where I, called Cerny on the phone and I asked him if Childish was cheating, and then he says, "Oh well, Cerny has nothing to do with this." Oh my God, you're so stupid. Cerny was the one recording it.
Wait a second, like 3 minutes ago, didn't he just say that Cerny had nothing to do with it? Now he's claiming that Cerny has something to do with it? He's contradicting himself in the same video. Like, what?
10 minutes into the video, he tries to expose Cerny for cheating. Cerny's completely irrelevant to the situation. He has nothing to do with the situation. This is precisely idiotic of him to even bring up Cerny. Oh my God, you're so stupid. Cerny was the one recording it. And Cerny has amazing game sense. He can tell if someone's cheating. Of course, he's not a freaking genie, but he has enough game sense to understand.
What's funny about this point is, in Cerny's videos, in every single video I'm actually in where I kill him, because I kill him quite often, he doesn't acknowledge me at all. He doesn't think I'm cheating. He doesn't accusate me. He in one of the points, he literally says, quote unquote, "This guy is good." So clearly he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, good fight. Okay. I wonder who that guy was nicked. I'm not sure if he was legit, but he was definitely really good, so... But he's definitely really good, so...
After this, I'm not making any more response videos, by the way, because I can tell that your responses are going to continuously get stupider and stupider, and I don't want you to make more of a fool of yourself.
This is pretty much another way of him telling you guys all that he's wrong and he doesn't want to admit it.
He had nothing to say about this, by the way. He basically just tried to replicate it, and it had nothing to do with...
I would love to see you try to say that about the representation I had in this video.
Here, also, he tried to say that he's on the same block, which, as you can see, he's 3.5 blocks away. Let's see what he has to say here.
2, and in the middle of this block, that's exactly...
Okay, so I already, put something, I put text on the screen when I showed this clip, and I said that this is my weakest point. So he just, goes after my weakest points.
I kind of find it funny how he realizes mid-video that he's wrong about me, then tries to spin it off like I'm going after his weak points. No, dude, I didn't go after your weak points. I went after all of your points.
And also, there's a DM from Simon, I'll put it on the screen right now, where he says that people who get banned for account sharing are hacking. If the other account was used to hack, then they get banned for account sharing.
Alright, so what I find funny about this is that in the video, he shows a DM between him and Simon, and he has it completely cropped off. He posted this exact DM on Twitter, where it wasn't cropped off, and you can clearly tell that Simon was specifically talking about the top 2 people that got banned in rank. Not to mention, ever since Tenebrous uploaded this video, he randomly deleted only that one tweet, which makes no sense. I don't understand why he deleted it. If he has nothing to hide, he'll show the full DM. Here's a more accurate screenshot of why I'm actually banned. For those who are curious as to why I actually got banned, I got banned because I was using a friend's account to play a couple games in ranked. And the reason why I did this was because once you're at 3k rating, everyone knows that you're unable to find games. You can ask any masters. It's pretty much, it takes you like an hour per game. I obviously didn't want to wait for this, so I decided to look through alts, and I was unable to find any alts that were above level 25. So I decided to go my friend's account instead, and I didn't really see any harm in doing it. I mean, I guess I completely deserve it. But, so the guy whose account I went on, he doesn't really play the game. He doesn't play ranked. So I really didn't see this as boosting. But I guess if I get banned for boosting, I mean, it is my fault. I shouldn't have gone in his account, but it is what it is. But that's actually why I'm banned. I wasn't banned because I cheated on anyone's account.
You used to hack on your main on Hypixel, and you've been banned by Watchdog before. So I have no idea what type of like excuse you're trying to pull here. Like, I don't know why you're trying to project this onto me when you're the one who did it. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Alright, so at this point, he's talking about a DM and how I got banned by Watchdog. So let me give you guys some backstory. In 2016, this was, keep in mind, before I knew anybody. This was before I had a YouTube channel. This was before I was even relevant. I was a complete random that logged on just to mess around. I didn't care about anything. So yeah, in 2016, I completely admit, dude, I was cheating like crazy. I'll even send you a screenshot of my ban appeal I posted. I literally said I was using Kill Aura, Chest ESP, and Player ESP. Those are the most blatant hacks you can think of, dude. So obviously at that point of time, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't care, dude. And I was cheating. But like, I don't understand how that's me lying to fans, because that's before all of this started. And whenever I was asked, I openly admitted to it. If someone asked me whether or not I was banned before, I told them I was banned. I was a Watchdog banned, and I didn't try hiding it at all. Obviously, I wouldn't just start a conversation and like tell the world I was banned by Watchdog, but whenever I was asked, I told them that. The thing about me is, I can admit when I'm wrong, which is clearly something you can't do. Yeah, like, I've cheated in the past, let's be honest, who hasn't? And obviously, if I could go back to that, I wouldn't have cheated, because if I've known I would have like started a YouTube channel, if I've known that I would have made a huge impact on the Hypixel community, then obviously I wouldn't have cheated. But it is what it is. I can't change the past. Like, yeah, I cheated in 2016. Like, I don't know how that's an argument against me. With that being said, I really want to stress that the second ban that Simon is talking about, the manual ban, I can tell you 100% sure I was not cheating in that. That's when I got banned for smooth aim assist, and a lot of the old subscribers will probably remember that because it was kind of a big thing. I got banned for quote unquote using aim assist in my own video. I was not cheating in that, and I will continue to say I wasn't cheating in that because I wasn't, and I'm definitely not cheating now either.
Anyway, this is probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. Hope everyone enjoyed this video. Peace out.
Alright, so now that you guys have actually watched his response video, you can probably agree with me that he's not really as intelligent as he seems. Like, not gonna lie, when I watched his other Inspector Tenebrous videos, like, he sounded really convincing, but after this, like, he kind of just made a fool of himself. Like, to be quite honest, like, I'm not even trying to roast him or throw some shots. Like, that's my actual opinion. Because in this video, his response video, he didn't talk about any relevant points at all. Like, he was just talking about random stuff throughout this whole video and was trying to like throw more blame on me, and he never actually talked about any of the accusations he talked about in his first video, which is quite odd. I mean, the only logical reason as to why he didn't was because he knew I was right and didn't want to admit to being wrong. But yeah, that's all I could really think of, to be honest. Anyways though, that's the last time I'm responding to any of these videos. I know I said that like quite a few times in my other videos, but I'm actually 100% serious. I'm not responding to any more accusations. He can make as many videos as he wants. I can get exposed by other YouTubers. I really don't care. I'm done with this. So hopefully everything goes back to normal, and once I get unbanned on Hypixel, I should be uploading. I might be perm-banned from ranked, so I don't really know what I'm going to do from there. I might try to get that all sorted out, but if not, we'll figure something out. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and peace.